Good morning. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and author, and the host of this show, To Take Your Life Back Today radio show. If you want to see a video version of this, just go to YouTube channel, I Take Your Life Back Today show. Recovery and addictions. The need for motivation breaking any type of habit can be challenging because it is easy to get accustomed to anything that is constantly practiced. This is why, when trying to break substance dependence habit, one reality that people face is the risk of relapsing. The effect that continued substance use has on the brain is such that it takes time and a lot of effort to give up that addiction. Friends, recovery is a gradual process, step by step. As such, it is essential to locate the inner strength that is required to pull through based on self-conviction, that is, time for a lifestyle change. I call this is when you finally stop denying you have a problem. Motivation could also come from the external environment in the form of influences and pressures from family and loved ones to take action with regards to seeking help. Whatever the case might be, the bottom line is to identify a driving force behind seeking help and embarking on recovery journey in order to make it easier to remain on course. The road to recovery. Motivation as an act. Motivation may be described as something that one does. This simply means that there are stages involved. In this case, it is not just something that the addict possesses without recognizing the change. That change needs to be accessed, or accessed, I should really say. This is why, in order for the motivation to be discovered and sustained, the individual needs to recognize the problem, take action by getting help, and must be willing to stick to a strategy that delivers change. Friends, motivation is not a one-way street. It is dependent on a lot of factors, and for change to happen, motivation is key to achieving lasting recovery. Ways by which an addict can be motivated to change. When it comes to motivation and the decision to seek help, the addicted person lies at the center. With self-motivation, where there is willingness to change expressed by the addict, it all depends on the individual. In the same way, sustaining it through a long recovery period will depend on constantly choosing that thing which the individual has realized is more important than addiction. As such, a realization of cost versus benefits of staying addicted helps the dependent individual align the right priorities, which fuels the self-motivation that leads to the change at hand. A lot of times, with pressure and perhaps stated consequences from family and loved ones, an addict may decide to seek help and consider long-term drug rehab. In the final analysis, this form of external motivation still depends on the addict's willingness to take the bold step. Even then, it is easy for an addict to promise to stop and still falter because breaking an addiction habit goes beyond simply making a choice. It goes way beyond that. It may also be the case that although the addict needs to access help from an addiction treatment center, he or she does not have the willpower to be self-motivated and is willing to disregard the consequences that friends, family, and counselors have used as leverage. In such a situation, it is possible to influence the individual in a detached manner. No need for threats or overly stressing the issue. You could simply express your concerns such that the addict realizes that although stopping seems impossible at the moment, you are available for whenever he decides to stop, because it is the only reasonable decision to be eventually taken. Experts have stressed the importance of motivation to positive addiction treatment outcomes. On a challenging road to recovery, staying motivated makes the healing process so much easier. In order to succeed in rehab, you need tremendous motivation and willpower. I help individuals through my show discover within themselves the willpower and inspire them to succeed in changing their lives and getting rid of the drugs. Call me at 844-405-HELP. Together we can help each other take our lives back. Be good to yourselves. Always be good to each other. Remember, a simple smile to a total stranger can help that stranger change their life, and it can change your life. With all that we discussed about rehab and getting rid of the alcohol and drug addiction, include God. God is the ultimate tool to recovery, not just with your addiction, but with life itself. May God bless each and every one of you.